we always put go Gators.
This is how we know God is sovereign, that He would bring us together.
That's right.
So we're in a series right now in our church, teaching through 2 Timothy. And basically in chapter 2, he's going to say, Timothy, the direction of your life determines the destination. Mm-hmm. And so we're talking about direction. And as I think about direction and influence in our culture, you literally may be one of the most influential voices of our generation. I mean, it's really remarkable. You're a Heisman Trophy winner, national champion, as much as that hurt me, but I'm really glad for you. A professional football player, a professional baseball player. And yet you continuously use your influence for the glory of God to share the gospel and to lift up the least of these.
Well, I think in all of those situations, for me, it was one of the things you mentioned, what are you running to? Not necessarily as much, what are you running away from? Because I'm a believer that when we're aggressively going towards something, it's easier than if we were trying to defend. I want to stay away from the bad things. No, I'm not trying to stay away from the bad. I'm trying to push back evil with how aggressive I am every day at trying to love people, at aggressively doing it. And if you do that, I think you do stay away from evil. But I had that same mindset in sports that we have at our foundation, that I had in life. At everything that I do is I have a goal and I want to be able to get to that goal, and in the meantime I want to love and help as many people as possible on the way to that goal, whether it was football, whether it was baseball, whether it's been at TTF. And that vision for us, that goal, is the kid lying on the side of the street that no one's helping. It's a kid in Haiti that has gone from orphanage to orphanage to orphanage, but no one truly loves him. That's what keeps us going, and as long as there's going to be one of those kids that are out there, our job's not done.
What is it about that community that first drew you to say, I think I want to do something to help?
Well, I feel like that was one of the biggest ways that God touched my heart when I was a young person. When I was 15 years old, I met a boy in a village in the Philippines who was born with his feet on backwards, and his village looked at him as cursed, as insignificant, and he wasn't allowed to be part of the village. You know, I got to pray with that boy to receive Christ, and I knew going down the mountain that day, leaving that boy, that I wanted to be the best athlete that I could be, but more importantly, I knew that God put something on my heart, and that was to fight for people that couldn't fight for themselves. And I knew that God gave me strength not to be able to, try to, throw a touchdown or run over a Georgia Bulldog, but was to be able to lift up a kid that, that has never been lifted up. It was to be able to celebrate a kid that doesn't understand their worth. It was to be able to create a red carpet for them to walk down because no one's ever clapped for them in their life. When I am doing those things for people with special needs, it's the closest that I have ever felt to God and to doing what I feel like my purpose is.
Amen. That change of heart that you had as a 15-year-old is what introduced me to Night to Shine. But man, I'll tell you, I walked into that prom and I just thought, I've never been around something that smells more like Jesus than this moment right here.
There's so many amazing factors of Night to Shine. It's churches coming together from all over the world. And for me growing up, churches didn't really work together a lot. And now you have led 10 churches in your collaboration. We have over 35 different denominations coming together. And together we'll have 656 churches partnering in Night to Shine in over 24 countries, over 200,000 volunteers, celebrating over 100,000 guests with special needs and crowning all of them as kings and queens. It's not just about the number, it's about the story.
I think God has a big old smile on his face when we care for and love people that he cares for and loves so much. So you've been, we all know about where you've come from here, man, right around here to be on a worldwide stage. And where's the future? Where's the path leading from here?
I think there's so many different avenues. I'm excited about all of them. I'm loving baseball. I can't wait. It's going to start here soon. But more than anything, it's the platform that God has given me with TTF and with Night to Shine and with our hospital and what we're doing around the world. And my goal would be that one day people would forget about anything that I ever did at the University of Florida or in football or in baseball or in sports, and it would be about the legacy that hopefully TTF will leave, but not in remembering us, but remembering all the lives that we touched around the world. And my goal is that TTF will be around many years after I'm dead and gone, and